Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to spice things up for you guys and give you guys a makeup tutorial video. Okay, so guys, first things first, I'd like to say that I'll just be listing all the product I use and putting them on the screen. I don't want to be talking about the products too much, so I don't take away from the explanation of this tutorial. So guys, her face already been moisturized, has already been cleaned, her brow shaved, her lips moisturized. I didn't feel the need to put all that part, but if you want to see those parts, please let me know in the comment section. So I'll be putting a setting spray on her face before I apply her foundation. This is actually a really great tip. It's going to help your foundation stick and stay in place. So guys, my beauty blender is wet. I'm using a wet beauty blender. Well guys, sorry, not wet, a damp beauty blender, not wet. Sorry about that. So we're just going to blend. If it looks lighter than her skin, don't worry about that. Okay, I had to mix those shades because she looks a little red and also has a yellow undertone, so I had to mix that red and that yellow to get the proper shade that will match her neck. So one thing I know about Maybelline foundation is that they will oxidize. Okay, so don't bother about it. What I've learned with makeup is that you need to learn to trust the process. Okay, you have to trust the process till the end, till the very end, till you put your setting spray. You need to trust the process. So I'm just going in with a light foundation on the inner corners of her eyes. Sorry guys, a light concealer. Guys, this is my first makeup tutorial commentary and I don't know if I'm smashing it. Just let me know if I'm smashing it. Okay, I think I'm doing a decent job. So we'll be putting those light shades first, then we'll go to another shade that is closer to her skin tone, that's like a shade above her skin tone. Okay, and we'll be putting that on the outer corner of her eyes, on the outer corner of her forehead, and just dabbing it a little bit on the other places, as you would see. Okay guys, we're using the same part that we use for our foundation to blend out the concealer. You want to take your time with this. You want to make sure there are no harsh lines. You want to make sure that it blends seamlessly. They shouldn't know where the lighter shade is starting from and where the other foundation shade is starting from. So you start with your jaw or your chin, then you go to under your nose, you go to your forehead, then your nose, and then we do the under eyes last. Okay guys, if you notice, for the forehead I'm blending the outer one first before I go into blending the inner ones. You just don't want to do it at random because hey, what's the point of putting those shades where they are if you're just going to blend them anyhow? So you want to blend the outer one first and then press in the inner corners. So guys, this is what it's looking like. This is what we have. Guys, if this looks light on your screen, as I'm editing this stuff, it looks pretty light, like the whole video is looking light, but I think my iOS for my digital camera was pretty high. This is my first time using this particular user camera, so it's a little high, and I don't know, I'm just learning this guys, so just bear with me. So guys, yes, you can use a foundation to contour. Okay, I don't think this is new. Okay, but I won't advise you to use a foundation to highlight because sometimes you just want to cover those wrinkles, you want to cover those dark circles under your eyes. So after going in with the brush, you want to go back in with your beauty blender just to prevent any marks. You know, those brushes can leave some streaks, some streaks of mark streaks on your face. So you just want to blend as much as possible. We're going to be doing the same thing for her nose. We're going to sculpt her nose. So guys, what you want to do is to go from the beginning of where her brow starts, okay, and then make a V shape to pinch her nose in. So we are working with a V shape. We're not working with a straight shape. We're working with a V shape. Is that a V or a Y? I mean, whichever one, however it looks to you. I would say V. So again guys, you want to blend as much as possible. So guys, we're just applying our blush over the contoured area. Okay, I wasn't really feeling this blush. It wasn't really giving, it wasn't really popping like I expected, so I actually went in with a lip palette that we usually use as blush in Nigeria. Well, most makeup artists use it as a blush, and also a lip palette as well. So as you can see guys, it's really giving. The blush is out. Don't worry if it looks a lot, trust me, before we are done it's going to sink into her skin. So guys, we left that inner part of her concealer so that it will just cook a little bit. So what we'll be doing is to press it in. We are not spreading it in any way whatsoever. We are just going to press it in. So guys, I'll be going in with my setting powder and also my pressed powder. This is just to give that under eye that very full coverage. Again guys, as I said, this is not my everyday makeup look. Okay, this is an owambe vibe. This is a party vibe. This is I'm going to the club vibes. Okay, this is summertime vibes. Okay, so we're just going in with that setting powder just to set under her eyes first before we go in with the pressed powder. So guys, as you saw in the video, you actually want to blend out those creases before you apply any powder or any setting powder to the face, so that those lines will not remain. So you just want to press and push that into her skin. Okay, so we repeated that for the other eye. What we're going to be doing is just to do the same thing to the rest of the places that we highlighted. That is her chin, under her nose as well, and on her forehead. We'll be doing the same thing to those places. So we'll be going on to just put a pressed powder on the rest of her face to set the rest of her face in place. Okay guys, so we're just setting the rest of her face minus the places that we contoured, because we'll be going in with that dark pressed powder to contour, to set that contour on her face. You will also be contouring her nose as well. I actually used an eye brush for this because I just wanted it to look airbrushed. Okay, I didn't want it to look harsh. So we're going to be using this eyeshadow palette for blush. So in my next video, I'll be using a different brush for this blush. I just feel this was a little too heavy, but it still did a good job. So guys, I lost my footage again. So basically what I did is that after applying that blush, I just went in with the setting powder to bake her face. Okay guys, I'm sure you guys know what baking is now, because her pores were already bringing out oil. I actually went ahead to do her brows. I didn't put that footage because I realized when I was editing that I was actually blocking the whole screen. The same thing with applying her lashes. Again guys, this is my first makeup tutorial video, so I've definitely learned one or two things. However, I actually feel that I will be leaving a separate brow video. I don't think it's something I want to do here because I don't really like long videos. Okay, so I will not be putting a brow tutorial together with my makeup looks. I'll probably leave a separate video for that. So I'm going in with that eyeshadow palette to just use that shade, number 3 shade on the Juvia Zulu palette as my transition shade. I'll also be bringing it down to her nose to just snatch the top of her nose as well, because it's a shade that looks pretty much like a contour shade. So guys, you just want to take your time, especially when you're applying your transition color. You just want it to look airbrushed, you want it to look smooth, so you just take your time and, you know, blend. As you can see, I was trying to remove those excess products. A little dramatic but yeah, you try and remove excess products if you feel you need to, so that you don't just make things difficult for you. Again, I'm bringing it down to her nose to snatch that nose, okay? So guys, I'm just going to give a little warning on this palette. For some reason, most of the shades on this palette do not transfer exactly the way they look on the palette, okay? It might look one way on the palette, and then when you put it on your skin, it will give you a different shade. Not all the shades, some of the shades, okay? So just be mindful of that. So guys, we're just going to be packing that shade on her lid. However, I just want to transition the shade first. I'm taking my time to transition it to remove any kind of harsh lines. Then I'm going to use a different brush which has no name. It's a random brush, guys, and just put that on her lids. Guys, this bald cap on her head is sending me, like, is the transition from the first clip where she was saying hi to the other clip. Anytime I'm editing that clip, I always bust out laughing because seriously, she looked really bald. So I'm using this random brush just to pack in that shade, okay? After using it to transition, I'm packing in that shade on her lids, taking my time with it, one eye at a time. I'm just going back and forth till I get the look I'm going for. Oh guys, are you seeing this eyeshadow? Are you seeing the chocolate vibes it's giving? So we're just going to be using that same shade and, you know, blend out the harsh lines on her eyes, so that we have like a seamless transition between the transition shade and the eyeshadow for the lid. So I'll be using the lightest shade on this palette just to highlight her brow bone, okay? Sometimes guys, if you feel that the concealer you use to conceal under her brows is not light enough, you can actually go in with an eyeshadow. I just felt that what I did wasn't light enough, and I just wanted her brow bone to really pop. So I'll be putting that same color in her tear ducts as well, just to give the eye a little bit of pop. So usually I like to use my pressed powder to wipe out the excess setting powder from only under her eyes. Every other place I just wipe it off as it is, but I don't want to lose a lot of product from under her eyes. Again, we are going for a very full coverage under her eyes. So we'll be using that same shade to put under her eyes, just to smoke out her eyes a little bit. This is of course a brown smoky eye look. Guys, again, we went in with the lashes. I couldn't leave that video because I was blocking the whole screen. I will do better next time, guys. I also go in with a mascara, which I did not leave that clip as well to put under her eyes, like under the lashes, and also her lower lashes as well. So guys, with your setting spray, like your final setting spray, you want to drench, you want to soak, okay, your face with it, so that it's going to push all that powder, all that foundation into your skin. How is my cute fan, guys? Every MUA in Nigeria has this fan, trust me. Not this particular brand, but has a fan. So guys, we are back with our Pocahontas summer vibe hair. Yes guys, I braided this hair. If you need your frontal braided like this, just hit me up on my Instagram page and I'll get it for you if you're in Lagos State. So we'll just be going in with that brown shade for her lips. Guys, again, I forgot to put the highlighter I use for her cheeks. I actually used the Nuban Glow highlighter in Men. So you just want to take your time to outline the lips, okay? But if you're in a hurry, you could just freestyle it and then use concealer to adjust it, okay? But I didn't want to have to use too much concealer on her lips, okay? I used a little bit on the lower lip. So you just want to take your time as much as possible. I'll be speeding this up because I actually did take my time to do this. So guys, this brush is also a random brush, okay? I don't know the name of that brush, but it's an angled brush, okay? One you could actually use for your brows. Then we'll put in that pink shade, okay? I also went in with a white shade, the whitest shade on the palette. Actually, I forgot to point that out, but the whitest shade, or the only white shade on the palette. So I'm concealing the side of her lips, okay, just to make it look sharp and nice. We are putting in some gloss, and that's the final look, guys. Ooh, girl, give it to us. How fine are Nigerian babes? Really, how fine are we? I'll just be leaving an Instagram video I did. As you can see, everything is blended, everything is super. We switched up the hairstyle, you know, just to give it a little bit of oomph. Okay, so guys, just let me know what you think about this look. Tell me what you want to see, what kind of makeup you want to see, what I'm missing. And this is the final look, guys. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.